One of the biggest reasons why people don't know themselves, they don't really understand themselves, is because they're too busy worrying about other people. You're too busy trying to make other people comfortable instead of being yourself. You're not really being yourself because you're worried about how you're going to be perceived by others. You don't want to get perceived in a negative light. Because look, I understand it is human nature for us to crave companionship, for us to crave camaraderie, for us to want to be accepted, to feel like we belong. It's human nature. It is human nature for people to get together. Yes, absolutely. But you are not going to get together with the right people if you are too busy trying to please everybody or fit in with the wrong people by not being your true authentic self. Because being your true authentic self is what is going to lead you to aligning with the people who are on your frequency, that you will be the best version of yourself in. Yeah, you will not align with the people that you truly like or you truly resonate with deep down in your soul the most when you're not letting your true self come out and live. I heard this quote before. I read this quote and it spoke to me super loud. It really spoke to me, and it said, most people are reacting to life. They're not really living. Really think about that. Reacting. Reacting is the person who sees what everybody else is doing and tries to fit in. Reacting is the person who walks outside and people are judging them and now they feel like shit for the rest of the day. Living is the person who wakes up and says, I want to wear this, not because this is what's the trend going on, not because this is what shorty over here gonna like, or the guy you have a crush on gonna like, but because this is what you like. Living is making the music you want to make when everybody around you is telling you not to. Not worrying about the judgment. That's the biggest word. That's the biggest thing about it, is judgment. People are so afraid of judgment. You have to get over that. I said this in a very simple way before, in a very short way. It don't matter if you winning, it don't matter if you losing, it don't matter if you're a good person, it don't matter if you're a bad person, they always gonna have something to say. And I'm not saying be a bad person, because me, I'm naturally a good person. I'm naturally have a good heart. I like being a good person. I like treating people with kindness who deserve it, who I feel deserves it. I'm not doing it because I want people to like me. I'm doing it because that's who I am. I don't give a fuck who likes me. To keep it a buck, I don't care, because there's always gonna be people who don't like you, especially when you're somebody, especially when you're really doing something, especially when you have things that other people would love to have. What's that saying? If you don't got no haters, you ain't really doing anything. Hey, it shouldn't even matter to you, brother, sister. This is your world. Wake up. We're all living in your world. This is your life. This is your world. Be you. You didn't come here to be what somebody else wants you to be. That's not what you came here for. Those are fear-based beliefs. That's moving in scarcity, negativity. And I'm not saying be an idiot. You know what I mean? Like, find your way. You know what I'm saying? You gotta survive out in this world, but you can't be living in a survival mentality, mindset. That's why you gotta be able to grow past that. There's levels to it. Y'all know about the chakras, right?
So I said the sacral chakra, but really it's the root chakra.
When you're resonating deeper in your sacral chakra, that's when you're more in a survival mindset. Now your throat chakra is when a person is more speaking their truth. So that's one of the higher chakras where you're closer to being your true authentic self, for being your real self. You think I make these videos and worry about what the fuck people gonna think about it? No, this is intuitive based. I know, and like my last video, I touched on intuition over urges. This right here is intuition. I know what my intuition is telling me. I know my intuition is telling me to do this. And I know there's going to be people who are resonating on my frequency who will relate to it. And some people may need to hear it. Shit, I might need to hear it in the future. I might make this video, post it, move on, forget about it, go through something that I might need to be reminded of this. Very true. But at the end of the day, there's too many people out here not being themselves. That's why everybody's so carbon cut clones of themselves. And that's why when you do really truly authentically be yourself, you will see that a lot of people will admire you. Because you're different. Different is good. You're authentic. You're original. Don't nobody like the bootlegged version or the copycat. I'm not saying, of course, we're all influenced and we're all inspired by others, of course. But no one can be you but you. Do not rob the world of your greatness, of your beauty. Express it. Be it. Now, of course, have compassion for others. You know, don't be an asshole. That's just my opinion. But a lot of people, too many people out here, they don't really know themselves. They don't get it. They don't, and they don't get it's because you're not letting yourself be yourself. You're looking outside too much. Find you. Your relationship with yourself is the most important relationship you will ever have. Know yourself. Know your worth. That's all I gotta say for this video. Make sure you like, subscribe. I'm out.